Alright, guys.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good way to start with the podcast.
Welcome to Back to the 20th Freshman Podcast. Today we got a great, funny episode planned ahead. So basically we're just talking about...
We don't plan these. We don't plan anything.
We plan
Not really, no.
But we are together again, which is awesome. In real life. And, right, trust us. We're like best friends, so the corona thing. Yeah, we're like... Okay,
Stop talking.
Okay. But yeah, we're on vacation together and it's awesome. I love it. We went swimming earlier today. It was quite awesome.
You okay?
Tailbone. Oh yeah, Riley lost his tailbone.
It just fell out.
I checked and it wasn't there.
Bernie freaking...
Bernie hung himself.
Yeah, Ernie, whatever.
Bernie.
Ernie Sanders.
It's a mix of Bert and Ernie. Bernie.
Yeah, exactly. Bernie. Right,
anyways.
Have you guys ever had like an uncomfortable situation like at school? Like in the bathroom? Like that one kid that just rolls his pants all the way down. And you just have to walk away straight face.
Dude,
I
remember.
You just have to like just walk away like nothing happened.
Like you didn't see that kid just full moon just.
Yeah. Thank God.
God, my school bathrooms were terrible.
The ones at Meadowdale Elementary.
Especially the ones outside. It's like walking into a nightmare, bro.
Oh God, bro.
They're so bad. They're so bad. They're so bad.
You had to ask permission. I hate that you have to ask permission to go to the bathroom during lunch.
Dude, having to ask for permission, like, to do something independently, you're just curdling them. You're cradling them. Wrong word. Curdle, as in, you know, stuff like curdles, like. Yeah, but they would like. It's like if you don't learn to do anything independently, you're just gonna turn out like everybody in the school industry. I don't like to listen to unearned authority either, so.
Yeah. I get why they do it. They're not kids who walk and skip class, but even if they do, that's their problem. They're gonna get bad grades.
Exactly.
It's gonna have consequences. I feel like they should just like let them do that because it's their problem, you know.
And yeah, they're always saying like if you do that, it's only messing up your grade, and then they proceed to keep, you know, nagging at them that they're doing this and this and this, but you're not helping the matter.
Yeah. And then quarantine, how's quarantine treating you? I feel like John Salmon, he just asks his viewers everything, and it's like always talking to them, even though it's not even live. It's very kind and considerate, but it annoys me because it's just like I just want to see what was with crates, John. Like, if you guys don't know,
he talks for like 3 minutes before he starts his video.
He's like, "How y'all doing? Pop open a soda. You sit down." Yeah, that's literally what it's like. And it's like, thank you.
Like you, John, but like, come on, man.
This is
the video says you do.
And it's kind of funny because he never like cuts his videos at all.
Yeah, he doesn't cut them much.
So it's like, I mean, but somehow he's still 1 million subscribers, the biggest Rocket League YouTuber. So yeah, I don't know. I like him though. Like if you guys are a fan of Rocket League, Crate Wars, Blind Trading, there's a lot of awesome stuff.
Shout out John Salmon.
Shout out John Salmon.
To us.
Just him watching the video like, hey!
These people with 2 views shouted me out.
Hey!
Let me shout them out.
Come on, subscribers.
He has like 1.1 mil, I think. So.
Love a shout out, John. Thanks.
That would be cool, though. He only does like gameplay videos now. Which, yeah, it's cool, but he doesn't cut. And he only plays with sodas. One of his friends.
Sodas.
So.
Crack open a sodas.
No, sodas.
No. And then there's like John.
Sodas run.
Soda. Just Him with his G Fuel in the background and his LED light. But he's always wearing that hat.
Oh god.
He's with his G Fuel just run.
We made a reference to a previous podcast that we did not too long ago at Nolan's place. Go check it out, episode 7. He didn't post it until the week after he said he was talking about posting.
8 or 9 when this is going to be posted?
Because we have 2 episodes planned.
Maybe even 3, I don't know. Because we have a lot of free time. Because the last time we were together, we just had 1 day together, and this time we have like a week, almost. So,
Let's go.
Gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really
If
fun.
all you hear is clicking and clacking and tapping of buttons, that is because we are currently playing games, Rocket League.
Sorry if it's that. I hope our voice is loud enough to where it's not, like, yeah.
Probably pretty,
Playing.
Clickety clackety.
Clickety clackety. I mean, you can hear a voice. So.
I figure it's okay. You hopefully don't mind. We could probably, if Nolan wasn't such a lazy YouTuber, he could cut out the frequency and stuff.
Maybe if I actually had money to buy an editing software.
You don't need a good editing software to fix sounds.
I mean, also if I had a PC, you know, but my
You don't
editing
need that
thing,
either.
it doesn't, it's not simple.
Stop making excuses, forehead.
I mean, I can't do it, but okay.
I mean,
But we're, alright,
Yeah.
so what other, like, funny school stories have you guys had? Oh my god, oh, I got one.
what have you guys had? Oh my god, I got one.
In 2nd grade, wait, wasn't Miss Donato?
First grade.
Okay,
First
okay.
grade.
It was 1st grade. We
Yes,
had arts
first
and
grade.
crafts and we were, like, cleaning up room. Towards the end of the day, our school went out at 3:10.
Yeah.
It was probably like 1:30ish, close to the end, you know, just finishing up. But there's this one girl. Obviously, it was 1st grade, but that'll make sense in a second. She just lifted her shirt up and been like, smiled, and I was like, and I was just like,
What?
mhm.
I'm pretty sure that's assault.
And I was just like, okay then.
It was a girl?
Yep.
What?
Mhm.
First grade. Oh god, Nolan, you're gonna get hit by the FBI.
No, I was a 1st grader, you dummy.
That's...
I can control when I'm born.
No, but you can control what you
Let's
see.
go here.
Let's go here.
Let's.
Ben is tall. If anyone can decrypt that in the comments, Nolan will like your comment.
I'll pin it to the top and heart it.
Yup.
Ben is
Oh yeah, I've seen a
tall.
bunch of the bots. There's this one guy. He's like, we should want to be friends. There's another one. It was like, keep up the great content. Also, happy high 5 day. Lol lol lol. And I'm just like,
Lol, lol, lol. If you
something.
spam lol 3 times, I'm gonna kill you. Watch.
Well, watch
Guarantee
us
you.
like dig through the group chat and one of us just says lol 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 and like time to die. Like what if it's yourself?
D major.
That's D major.
What-
D
What if
major.
it's yourself? And you're just like,
last night, Nolan wasn't here, but Marley and I are into music and stuff, and we were talking about earlier in the day. I want to learn more about music theory and stuff.
So we pulled up a video on music.
We
Theory.
found a video that was called "Learn Music Theory
In
30 minutes." And
So we watched it.
we clicked on the video, and you know how the comments are at the top now? Well, the top comment was, I can't get over the fact that his eyebrows are shaped like triangles. And you can't, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It's just impossible. We were oh god, it was funny, but
There's a part in the video where he was like, you learn all this stuff and then you can add it to your arsenal, and we were like, as if it's a weapon. And then I was like, D major, and then I made a handgun, and I was like,
we also made an ASMR video.
That was something.
That was.
why don't we play it?
Oh god.
Yeah, let's play it.
No, it's
you
it's so bad. It's so bad. It's
Alright,
chaotic.
I'm gonna upload it to YouTube.
No, I'm not sending that garbage to you.
Freaking heck.
No. Yeah,
She
and
can do it.
and then also his his subscribe icon for like where you can click to subscribe to his channel, it was a triangle.
We got an ad, and I was like, "Wait, Evan!" We both just started laughing.
It was so funny.
hard.
Good video.
A triangle guy too, right?
No.
No. That's what we called him. We called him Triangle
Wait,
Boy.
he actually wasn't a triangle guy?
No.
Hold on, you gotta show me that video later. Hold up. Here, pull it up right now.
As if it's gonna
Pull it up.
make any sense to you.
Evan, pull it up. You gotta
Yeah,
see it.
we like to make fun of Nolan because he has no idea about music.
Yeah.
And he. Oh my God! Yesterday.
Counter lemony.
Counter lemony. It's just. It's a.
Yeah,
it's an
I
inside joke.
literally called a line of
It's an inside joke. It's funny. Ben is tall. Ben is tall.
It was like,
Hey!
Dude, we're gonna let the comments decrypt it and they're gonna freaking pin it.
We need to clip that out now.
Oh my, Nolan, look what you've done. And don't play
It's
like
uncut.
the second part
it's
first.
uncut.
Tard.
It's uncut.
Tard with an extra capital.
Because I'm John
tat-
Sandman and I'm uncutting my video. A lot of podcasts are uncut, like ours. Totally checker.
Yeah, but maybe like we could bleep it.
Yeah, just bleep it.
Well, how am I gonna get the sound effect from?
Sine tone.
Send it to me.
Yeah, it's called a sine tone, Nolan. I have it downloaded on my PC.
PC.
Well, I was gonna edit it so I can make like a something
Here, I'll
out of
just
it.
cut it out then. I'll just cut that little part out.
No, we're gonna censor it.
Cut it out. Well,
Censor.
well, they don't know what we're talking about.
Well, they do now because you freaking said it, forehead.
Well, it's about the decrypting. So, we haven't given a race. So decrypt it. So yesterday,
Okay.
they had this video, right?
Just gonna skim right
And
over
then
that one.
they showed me it, and it was a Teletubbies clip, and it was literally.
That was today.
No, you guys said you found it like yesterday or whatever. I don't
No,
know.
Evan just.
No,
he
I
showed
said it
to me
today.
too.
Okay, whatever.
You're dumb.
So it was this one clip, and it was like,
I am the bear.
I'm the bear.
It was-
I'm the bear.
And it was just a cardboard
With brown,
cutout with-
fuzzy hair. It was a cardboard cutout, and you could see the wheels. And
And it was-
basically, it was this old clip of the Teletubbies from many years ago. God, it was cringy. But before the comments were turned off, it was so funny because the bear goes, I'm the bear with warm fuzzy hair, or brown fuzzy hair, whatever. And then it goes, basically, it says, I know a joke, and then it pops out of this. It just kind of like rolls out of the
bush.
sure
Green screen bush.
green screened bush.
Shrubbery.
Schwabble. Basically, it says I have a joke. It rolls out, and then it goes, and it spins its eyes in a demonic sort. Bro, it's terrifying. Oh my god!
Creepy.
Look it up if you want.
Wait, what was it? What was the video? It was like Teletubbies. bear.
Teletubbies bear, and before the comments were turned off, I think one of the top comments was like, "I came here to face my fears." Bro, that thing scarred everyone.
Oh yeah.
Like, good lord, it was it's awful. It's just awful. And you look at Teletubbies now and you're like, wow, that's super dated, but it was pretty good back then.
Teletubbies is weird. It's weird, man.
Well, for us now, it is, but
I don't understand how even like a 1-year-old could understand.
I don't think they were meant to
anything.
understand
Or
it.
just how they could find it funny. Like, I honestly don't understand.
It doesn't take a lot to impress at that age.
You must have just an unimpressed one. Yeah. Alright, do you guys have any other, like, what are some of your funny stories from life?
Life sucks.
Alright, when my brother was in Boy Scouts, I was like probably 3 years old, and his like scout leader or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what it's called. Huh?
Right.
But he was on the stage like giving a speech, and then I was there with my dad, because it was like, I don't know what we were doing there, but like, you were there. And my dad and I would always play hangman in, like, a different room other than the main room.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I had to go to the bathroom or something. So I walked out of the room, went to the bathroom, and I came back. And I thought that my dad was the guy on the stage. So I just walked up to him and grabbed his leg and hugged it as hard as I could while he was giving a speech. And then I looked up and I saw it wasn't my dad. And I let go and I ran as fast as I could.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Oh, God, bro.
So I was at the fair one time, and we were ordering. I think I was maybe
No one got kidnapped, by the way.
5 or 6.
Did you get kidnapped?
No, I was like 5 or 6. And it was at the fair, right? And my dad and my mom my dad was ordering food, and I was with my mom. And I wanted to go see my dad, right? Oh my god, that was the most embarrassing thing ever. I wasn't really looking at anything. I was just like daydreaming, just looking at all the fair things. And I hugged the wrong guy, and then him and his kids looked at me, and I looked up and I was like, I just ran away, so embarrassed. Holy crap!
God,
man.
it's so embarrassing. I have a similar
Especially when
story.
I have kids as well.
No. This is not really a funny story, but in 6th grade, I went to camp. It sucked. I hated it. It killed me.
Same.
Gone.
My teacher at the time, like, I kind of thought she was racist. I had 2 teachers that were racist. Or one and one that I thought might have been. I'm not dropping names, but, you know, if you know, you know. Yeah, and she was just not... Shit, you could say that. Yeah, she wasn't a good teacher, okay? She just really wasn't a nice teacher. And, at camp, we had counselors. And, I got her husband. And he was not nice. Like, we did an activity, and it was super fun. And, when it ended, we were walking back, and he, like, stopped, yanked our arms. Like,
I hate when
3 people fell over, and, one kid, like, got a bruise and, like, a scrape. Oh my god, another story from camp.
Like, it's,
No, another story from camp.
It's a lot of my coaches.
Yeah,
like
another story from camp. I have a lot of stories from camp that really suck. I got a concussion at camp, and then they refused to bring me home. Oh my god, she was the nurse! I forgot! My 6th grade teacher was the nurse! Oh god! I'm having flashbacks. Yeah, but, like...
They probably thought you were faking.
Oh god, she was...
They'd be like, you know, you're faking. You just want to go home. Well,
I did want to go home at that point.
I do want to go home.
Because she
Second of all.
sucked. And I didn't get mated with any cabin mates.
I camp because my allergies got so bad I got sick.
Imagine. No. We were doing this activity in this area where we were like, build a fort and then see if it can protect you from water with already damp wood, which is dumb because there's no way you can make a watertight freaking thing unless you're in it.
Yeah, we did that at my camp too. Where was yours?
I don't know, Cedar Springs or some BS.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that place is freaking not fun.
Only thing fun was archery.
What? Yeah, I was really good at archery. I got like 3 bullseyes. But
one of the worst things about that camp is that you have to do all the chores that the people who work there should have to do.
Yeah, what?
Hey, free child labor.
Wake up at like 6 a.m.
What?
Yep.
They like blew on this big horn outside all the cabins.
Suck.
And then one of the cabin groups, all the cabin groups would have to stand around the flag. One of the cabin groups would have to
like an assembly,
like, that's not
and then put it on the thing, and then pull it up to the top.
Like, that's not their job. Their job.
And then we also had to clear the table and set the table.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god! Another story. My teacher, my 6th grade teacher, we had, we ate at the thing, right? And I'm lactose intolerant, so I had to have a special diet kind of thing, which they made, like, an extra special meal. Dude, I got, like, they made pizza once. I got fake cheese on pizza. I actually, like, almost threw up. It was
Steak
so.
and cheese?
It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh my god! Never again. I literally. It was awful. It was awful.
No cheese.
And I got sick. The objective was for me not to get sick, and I got sick. But anyways, it was taking a while for me to like get my meal, because basically there's like this window for kids that need a diet or something, or have like an eating or like a nut allergy or something. So basically you wait at this window, and then they would hand it to you there, and I never got one. Like every kid in line, I was the last in line. So like they all got their stuff, but I didn't get anything. So I was like, fine. So I sat down, and my 6th grade teacher, not my counselor, the husband, my 6th grade teacher is like, why don't you have anything to eat? And I was like, I didn't get anything. And she's like, did you wait at the window? And I was like, yeah, I waited, and everybody else got their food, but I didn't. And she's like, you're so ungrateful. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean ungrateful, dog? I was waiting there very patiently, and you just flip, because God forbid I didn't get a meal, which should be their fault or my fault.
Yeah, I feel like.
And then she flipped out and was like, you're so ungrateful, in front of everyone else at the table. Everyone else who just like were like looking down at their plate, playing with their food, like trying not to make eye contact, while I was getting yelled at.
I hate teachers that blame the students for everything. I also hate like students in my class. Like, I'm trying to behave while there's a sub around, but then they like make the sub really mad, and it's like,
the teacher comes back the next day and she's like, I'm disappointed.
And then,
I'm frustrated.
And then
go to hell.
And then I'm just,
you know what I mean though? Every time.
Dude.
And I'm just sitting there like, people would have listened. I'll never be here.
Dude,
taking an extra test.
I got a concussion. The concussion I got at camp, we were doing the thing with the water tight that I never finished because I got sidetracked.
Did the thing collapse on you?
Basically, at the end we tore it down, right?
What's the point of even building it if you're just gonna funk?
I was soaking wet. It was cold out, freezing my nuts off, and I'm like, I take it down, and this kid like in my group that I didn't even know, and it was kind of D-bag. He takes the one down like right next to me, which collapses the whole thing on top of my head. 5 like big logs, basically, like 4 of them rolled off, or 4 or 3. And 2 of them hit me in the head. I passed out, and then, yeah, my head was throbbing for freaking ever. Dude, it hurt so bad. I woke up in so much pain. It was not fun, because then I didn't get to do any of the other activities that were kind of okay.
So my camp experience wasn't as bad. But have you guys heard of Camp Casey in Fort Casey?
No.
So we were there for soccer. And let me tell you, this was mid-July, so it's probably the warmest time you could be there. Most of the grass was dead, and we had to practice like maybe 4 hours in a day, even though like each day is long. And the first day, our bags were so freaking heavy, it was a pain, but we had to load those in there.
Yo, on the bus back from camp, bro, it was freaking lit. Like, we turned up. We played Post Malone. Like, we didn't care about the driver.
They were, like, really confused as to where we were staying. Like, bruh, they figured it out already. So that was kind of hard. So we just went exploring while they figured it out. And it was actually pretty fun exploring with my team. But then we had to, like, get suited up every time. And we never had more than 30 minutes of a break. Which was really stupid because
it's like a sweatshop.
and a half practices. Like... And and at that time we had like 3 an hour and a half.
Freaking mosquito. Just chilling.
We had like 3 90-minute practices per week.
How did they get in?
Hold up. There was a mosquito.
How hard are they
I
getting?
have Jerry mosquito. You better watch the frick out.
He'll hit you with Jerry.
Decrypt Jerry. Okay. Decrypt Jerry.
I'm turning the light on so I can see it better when it flies around.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
Massive.
in our camp it was like super hot, and but they had this ice bucket. Oh my gosh, it was really weird. But there's so many people that were just going in it. And then one time, but it was so dang hot, bro. Like, and then most of the grass was dead. And oh my, it was really bad. I mean, it was fun, but like, we got to explore like on the last day.
Dude, I went on like 2-mile hikes every day at camp, and it was
and then, oh god,
like through mud, and like.
Did you have to go?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Well, there's a lot of people.
I got to skip out on the hike that we did at Cedar Springs because my friend and I's allergies were so bad.
I got to skip out on the fun thing because I wasn't allowed to go home, which I would have loved to do.
So there was this one this at the end. Each team was assigned like a different play and an act to do. And ours was America Doesn't Have Talent.
Oh, dude, I had to do a play too. It was actually really fun.
That was actually really fun though.
Because I got to team up with people I knew. Bro, freaking play. We did this thing in a...
One of my teammates was pantsing each other, and it was really annoying. And I got pants, and I was like, freaking hell, bro.
Yeah, that
but it
just
wasn't in
makes
front of
me...
them. We were just hanging out. So.
That irritates
But
me.
the coaches they got their own, like, little houses. They didn't even stay with us.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
Oh my god, no. The last night of camp, there was like this huge party, right? This huge party, and you got to stay up until midnight and like play with glow sticks and visit other cabins and stuff and hang out. Our cabin, we didn't get to do that.
Why?
Because the counselor was tired.
Okay.
So we didn't get any glow sticks. We stayed inside, and he said, if you don't go to sleep, I'm sending you to the office or wherever the frick is.
But even if you did, I bet that you wouldn't be able to because...
He also had one leg. I don't know, dude.
I'm so tired, even though you only have to use one leg.
It's like, okay, you're tired, bro. Like, you've literally been waiting.
Dude,
for
and the cabin next to us were freaking turning up, bro. That was where Ian was and all of his friends and all my friends. And it was depressing because I could look out the window and see the cabin.
Who was your best friend from that group? Like, the one that you actually knew the most and liked the most from your cabin?
Probably Austin.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, even that, like...
And then I had Brian C. and then another kid.
The other Brian. Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Dude, oh my god! I forgot! This kid! Oh my god, I completely blocked this out of my memory. He changed schools because he didn't like camp.
What?
Yeah, he was like, just so rude, constantly, like, interrupting class. Like, okay. This kid got on my nerves countless numbers of times, and so many other people. He was just, oh god, he was bad. But basically, he was just like, he didn't go on any of the trips. Like, he refused. He would just sit in his bunk and, like, not move. And then, eventually, he, like, faked an injury.
What?
And his mom came and, like, yelled at the people. And the counselor, like, oh god, he was just horrible. Because he made everything, like, just not fun. Because he was such a Debbie Downer. He was like, they want to do it.
All that.
It just wasn't a great time. It really sucked. The play, however, when I got to choose.
Oh my god, bro. Right,
that
the
was
plays
fun.
were fun. Kind of surprising because I'm not like that type of person to do that. But like, I mean, then again,
I don't even know if this is a mosquito. I think it's just a fly.
But then again, we couldn't really compare it to much other fun stuff. So.
Yeah, there wasn't much else to compare to. That was probably the best thing. No. But when I was in my cabin because I wasn't allowed to go home because I had a concussion. That's so dumb. But
Yeah, that's dumb.
But Austin and Brian C. and us, we had a really good time. Because it was dark out for a little bit, so we closed
the
we did one time.
Ooh.
No, You did what?
We snuck out one time. Don't tell Mom. No, but it was like we literally just like walked outside to sit on the steps and whisper and talk and stuff. It's kind of fun, but we got caught coming back in.
What was your punishment?
Well, basically, we told them that we were at the bathroom because you needed a buddy to go to bathroom, obviously, because it's not like it's a camp, and there are literally people everywhere watching, so you can't get kidnapped or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's cool, you know, just crap all over our party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice shot, Lawrence. Yeah, but, so, nothing independently, once again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we said we were going to the bathroom, and he said, I don't remember giving you permission. And we said, you did. I think you were just really tired. And he was like, and then we had to, like, clean up the cabin, but whatever. We were only talking for, like, 30 minutes, too.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, get out of
Considering
that.
even then, it's
at
like...
that camp?
Oh, my God.
Okay, yeah,
No free time.
Yeah, you literally
It's
get
none.
It's a 6-week camp, but they had
It feels
set
like
up
prison.
Like it was school hours. Dude, it did feel like prison. Now that I think about it,
Right?
they like made you do chores constantly.
Yeah, why did they make you do chores?
It's like, sweep the floor.
So I got
time
to
Yeah, but when I was in the cabin alone, my friends said they came to my aid so they could talk, and we had a really fun conversation. We laughed a lot, and my head hurt a lot. But we played like blind, seek, and hide. Haha. How many people are gonna get triggered by that? Probably a ton. I don't care. You can suck it. Yeah, we just closed the blinds and turned off the lights, and it was like pitch black because the thing lets in no light, which is kind of scary. But you know, we played hide and seek blind, and it was pretty fun.
Oh, the fly. He was just chilling.
The fly too.
Jerry.
Jerry.
The flies
All
are
time to shine.
No, Jerry is our fourth friend, you know.
Oh, he flew right by my face.
Of course he did. He was a
No.
fly.
Just no.
He drove right by my face.
The fly drove right by my face and is, you know, and I'm Shane. What'd you do?
What did I just do?
What did you just do? What?
A pick. A pick.
Oh, pickle,
Magnum
pickle.
Right,
Magnum
well,
Opus.
Get something to eat, you know,
Magnum
listen.
Epic.
Actually, don't listen to music. No, don't do that. Listen to our podcast. We're better at, you know, no.
Our music.
We are.
DJ Khaled.
DJ
Another one.
I'm the one, yeah.
DJ Salad.
This is like a
DJ
good-
Salad.
I haven't heard anything from
Tomato,
him.
another
Like,
one.
Wait, when was the last time he did anything?
Like
I-
actively wise or, you know, music
Yeah, I
wise?
actually haven't heard it. I
Sorry, that
haven't
was
heard
mean.
anything about like him at all. I don't know.
He kind of fell off.
I don't know if he still makes music, but
I mean, making music in quarantine, you don't get a lot of inspiration, to be honest. You have a lot of
Ew,
time, but not a lot of
Corona. Pop open a Corona and relax. Meanwhile, you're in Corona. Ooh. Yeah, it's.
You can dislike the video for that, please.
Please do. Actually, don't. No.
No, do it. Please, kill me.
No. You're part
End
of the
Nolan's-
podcast,
End Nolan's singing career.
yeah. End it. Yeah, cancel me.
Cancel.
Cancel my
Cancel culture. What do you guys think about the cancel culture?
It's good. People deserve it.
And
And I thought Bill Delphine was canceled, but okay. So.
God, dude, it's not good. People are trying to cancel Billie Eilish for,
Why?
like, when she was 13, she said something where they, like, assumed she said something because they made it sound like she said the N-word in a concert when she was 13. Bro, I hate the fact that people are, like, trying to dig up dirt from, like, so many years ago, and it's like, well,
Bro, people change, you know.
it's like she definitely, if she did, and it was at a concert in front of everybody, and there was no commotion about it then. Locomotive, but
like somebody slips up, okay. Like you've never made a mistake. Like
their mistake is trying to cancel Billie Eilish.
Ooh.
she's a really nice person too.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Music-wise, my mom doesn't like her. I mean, she has a unique.
It's very unique. I mean, not my style, but like, very respectable.
There's a couple songs that I like her.
Mhm. Bad guy, you know.
My sister likes her a lot.
Mhm. He's not bad, but just not my type of music, you know.
Oh, you're just gonna say not my type. She's a pet tarantula.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds cool. You know, I wanted like a.
She likes to just crawl around the room.
I wanted to get like an exotic pet, and my mom, there was no way she would like. No.
Like what? What kind of exotic pet?
I don't
A
know,
lion.
the small spider.
I have a lion in my attic.
What was his name? Oh, Johnny.
And Frank.
No.
You're gonna get us canceled, Evan.
And then we become popular, and someone finds the video.
Yeah, exactly.
wait a
We're setting
minute.
ourselves up for failure. Not for failure, but
Watch
for
it just come back like 3 years from now.
3 years.
Like Jenna Marbles quit YouTube, right?
Did she?
Yeah, because of like once again people talking about an issue that happened many years ago.
Yeah. People try to keep. Why do people do that, dude? It's so annoying because it's like
People change.
if they definitely learn their lesson, like if
yeah.
Billie Eilish actually said the N-word, you know, she would definitely learn that.
And
that,
she was 13 anyway.
Yeah, I know a lot of 13-year-olds that say the
Yeah.
N-word, and it's not a good thing.
I don't know, maybe she had a fat though.
Yeah, well, people always try to. It's like once you reach a certain like level of popularity, if you will, the people are just gonna come at your throat constantly for no reason.
Somebody would have done that, like on a recording.
If we ever get popular by any means whatsoever, somebody's gonna find this podcast and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, he made an N Frank joke. Oh my god, it's not like it's been many years and that was a very sensitive topic and he was making a joke." Not with any intent in offending anybody, but you know what? Let's cancel him.
But you know what? Let's do it anyway.
And then it's gonna be like, oh, he said this and this and this. He's obviously racist.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Marley.
Okay, Marley, why don't we pause the podcast?
Be right back.
Actually, you know what? No, it's just me and Evan. We back.
We never were gone.
We back. Me and Evan, yeah. Or was it just
So.
us two on the podcast?
Yeah, it's lamer times.
Lamer times, that's true.
We need to get a guest on the podcast soon.
Yeah, it's just a bit hard though, getting that
With all
many
the-
people online.
At the same time.
I don't know, maybe we can. But, like, the party thing on freaking Xbox is, like, really weird lately. Like, saying people are offline.
Yeah, Xbox and Microsoft suck.
Not cool, Microsoft.
I can't get Minecraft, a game that I already own, on my PC.
And
it says, you don't have an applicable device. Well, guess what? If I check the freaking device I'm using, guess what? It says it's perfectly capable. I don't even get it, bro.
It's pretty dark.
It's pretty hard.
I mean,
So if I want to play Minecraft, I'd have to re-buy the game that I already own.
Yeah, and you'd have to play on Java.
No, I can play on Bedrock,
Okay, that's good.
but I kind of want to get Java.
Yeah, you should probably get both, honestly.
That's like $40, 40 plus dollars.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could get it for your birthday, get like a Steam card for it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You should get Overwatch.
I have Valorant.
Yeah.
Angle? No.
Well, what are you guys paying attention in music? There's been some new songs lately a lot. Isn't Trippie Redd like dropping an album? I don't care for.
When's NF dropping an album?
Soon.
I hope so.
Trippie Redd is pretty garb, honestly. Sorry to offend anybody, but like.
Not my style. I just don't like him.
Yeah, it's not my style, but like I don't know. I just find his voice annoying.
There's a lot of artists.
I mean, there's like a couple songs. There's one with Juice WRLD that he had that was cool, but that was it, honestly.
But it's because it was Juice WRLD.
Pretty much. But I do like that where it's like I want to be wet. That's funny. If I got somebody that's 5 years old, you know, that makes it funny.
That makes it funny.
Yes, it makes it funny. 2 or 3 years old. There's not any back from the bedroom.
Room of bath.
We just look at each other. Alright, I'm like debating on whether we should do something or not. Like, if we're ever like in the same room doing a podcast, so like this one right here, if we should like record ourselves.
Doing what?
And have like a live one, like as we're talking.
Yeah. Hello and welcome back to the Mrs. Podcast. Shout out. I love their podcast. Great podcast.
I like the sink.
The Sink?
Mm-hmm.
The Dollop. Dollop has a good podcast.
There's a lot of good podcasts, like the Total
Light
Professional
and
Podcast.
tie the gristle.
Back to the Total Professional Podcast.
Welcome
Wait,
back.
we should have like intro music.
Me and
Burger.
Marley and I can work on that.
Burger has our intro music.
No. Nolan, it's been months.
Marley would never be.
It's been months,
Yeah, he would
dude.
never
Get
watch
over
it.
it, kid.
It's a good song, bro. Honestly, it could go platinum. It could go platinum on like.
I almost got a mustard double tap.
You wouldn't get it if you weren't a Rocket League player. That's facts.
And that's on Rocket League.
And that's on Rocket League.
And that's on...
Schoolyard. Okay. Yeah, if you guys follow like Rob or Love of Surf, the new If Kids Wanted Rap, it was pretty dark, honestly.
You think?
Yeah, there's only like a couple good songs. What about you?
Mm-hmm. The
It was
first
kind
one.
of short. It was really short. It's getting a lot shorter.
There aren't as many songs out right now.
True, but like there's a lot they haven't done. Oh, there's a lot, like, I don't know, it's a lot of like TikTok trending ones. But like, I mean that's a big chunk of it. I mean, I don't know, I feel like a lot of just viral songs in general blow up on TikTok.
Tick.
Because somebody's gonna find a dance for it, or a skit, or anything.
I feel like TikTok is really like gonna end up influencing the culture, you know, if that makes sense. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Mhm.
What do you think?
And I feel like that would be good for like growth. And, like,
Well,
different...
kids mature. I said this, but every generation of kids matures quicker than the last.
God, I hate the word influencer. It's just like, I mean, I guess you're influencing, but I don't know, I feel like the word influencer is like a good influence, you know?
That's the genuine, or the general or...
But it's really funny when people
Like,
with,
call
like,
Jake Paul.
No.
Jake Paul.
People, like, kids at my school freaking on Instagram, and they're freaking, they have their account is set to a professional account for some reason, and it just says influencer on it, or like a blogger or something, and I'm just like, bro.
Wrong.
Oh, yeah, like, you're just trying to be like cool at that point. It's like, you're an influencer, bro.
Content creator, maybe, but influencer, absolutely not.
No, thank you. No influencer here.
Just because you do TikTok doesn't make you an influencer.
I mean, technically speaking, but yeah.
I meant like by default. Nice, Nolan. That's 2 podcasts in a row.
It's natural.
It is, but why? Nolan just took a crap in his pants.
Oh yeah, I saw this thing on Reddit. It was another on the Rocket League subreddit. It was another screenshot from the chat in the game, and it was like, oh no, and he was like, the actual guy that posted it was like, question mark? He was like, I thought it was a fart, and then the guy left. And then I was like, funny. What did you do? Okay, going up. 12%, going up, and then oh.
Yup. That's clip.
Let's pause for a second, be back.
Oh, we were on A.N.E. Frank.
Right, and
Oh,
Frank.
yeah, about being canceled.
Yeah.
Alright, we back.
Yup.
Alright, well, actually, it didn't really take long for you guys. It was an instant.
However, for Nolan, add some elevator music. You think you can do that?
Cue right now. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, we're going up. Going right now. That works. We'll put that in there.
Nolan, did you just start a new one?
Yeah, because it disconnected because it took too long. So I'll just add them together, it's fine.
If you play the second one first, I swear to God, I will delete your channel.
Eat you.
I will report you to the police.
I'll delete your channel.
Guys, subscribe. I want to get to 100 subscribers.
Remember when Lunar Clan Fortnite got to 76 subscribers in one night?
Mm-hmm.
Nolan was mad.
It took me over a year to get where I am right now. But, you know, I do
Your
put...
content sucks.
I put in a lot of effort.
No, he doesn't. No, you don't, Nolan.
I have.
You can.
Remember meme of the day or meme of the week or whatever?
Well, that was at the beginning of my channel.
Nolan, you
That
can't
was
even.
so good though.
It was funny. I've made some...
Remember the donkey, and then you could hear us laughing.
Donkey.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Benny's tall. Counter lemony.
So many jokes. But I wonder how many inside jokes you've made.
Oh God, we've made so many inside jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Comment an inside joke down below.
We'll try and decrypt it in the next episode.
Of Dragon Ball Z. Blah 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 blah.
You never watched Dragon Ball Z, blah 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 blah.
Wait, you haven't?
I watched DragonAll Z, not Dragon Ball Z, blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Ball
I
pooper.
remember I used to watch that as like a little kid. Like my grandpa would like babysit me before I went to school.
And he was like, here kid, watch some Dragon Ball.
And I would watch Dragon Ball
Watch
Z
some Dragon Balls.
and like Avatar: The Last Airbender. But I remember when they stopped and brought the other Avatar one with like Kara or something. I was like, the show's garb. I want Aang back, you know.
Like my boy Aang.
So, there's anime I
My
watched.
friend's little brother's name is Aang.
Shave his head.
So, it was,
It's so mean.
so,
It's so like the
it's
best
called
prank.
Sword Art Online. You guys probably heard it.
That's the best way to tell him you have cancer.
Sword Art Online is really popular. It's pretty popular. And I was watching it on Netflix, right? It was a good way into the season. It was getting pretty good. But then they took it off of Netflix. And I was like,
Sounds like a personal
What show?
problem.
Sword Art Online?
Sword Art Online's a banger anime.
I know, it was great.
If you watch anime, which I know most of you do,
Watched a few.
how many weebs do you know?
Oh, good. Probably like 3 to 5, I think.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, what am I? Cool.
Hey, Dribble.
Yeah.
Quapo.
Honestly,
El Quapo.
no, it's really hard playing. Yeah, I like it. It's fun playing with 4 people in a party on Rocket League. Well, I don't want to play fours, bro. I just wanted to play threes, man. And then people join, it's like awkward because either you have to kick them or play private matches.
If you know, you know. How long do you think this coronavirus thing is gonna last? Like, now that
we're gonna have to be wearing masks and staying safe for the foreseeable future. And hopefully...
Well, the infection rate is so high that it could easily break out again, which isn't a good thing.
Oh yeah, we're on the second wave right now. Infection rate's just went up again.
I'd say at least another year.
Well, the riots and stuff and the protests.
I'd say at least 2, definitely like
but
5 years.
Is they're important, you know? Like, you're not just gonna be like, oh, coronavirus, I can't protest for the rights of black people.
I feel like, oh yeah, also...
It's incredibly important.
Isn't it kind of funny? Like, I get...
The good thing is that people are being cautious while they're protesting.
Yeah, I've seen protests where, like, everybody's wearing a mask. It's really good. Shout out to the protesters and the people who donate. No, and I'm trying to say something important.
I mean, I was talking before.
Yeah, but we're talking about a more important subject about black rights, you freaking white supremacists. You justice warrior.
I'm only fully white from my group, but you know, okay.
I thought you were gonna say girth.
Girth. I'm only fully white from my girth.
Oh, that could be taken more ways than one.
So I feel like it's gonna take about 3 to 5 years until everything's back to normal.
And it's not like this virus is just gonna go away.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a thing now. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll be more rare.
Yeah.
But, like, and it didn't start from one dude who ate a bat, by the way.
Where did it start from?
Well, basically, China was testing, new diseases and stuff.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, and then it got out.
Bro, like...
It was like, whoops, I dropped the vial!
There was a meme.
And they blamed it on one guy who ate a bat.
And people are like, saying that it's man-made. Which, I'm not saying it's not man-made. Like, you can have your opinion and stuff.
I'm saying it can be carried by animals.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, also... Just because it's man-made doesn't mean you have to turn it into a whole conspiracy theory thing that changes the entire...
I feel like we should just deal with it and then
and then after it's over, like, how did that happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, my dad is insane about... He unironically watches Alex Jones.
It's 5G! It's 5G!
Exactly!
It's turning the frogs! Dude, if you think that 5G causes coronavirus...
Pretty stupid.
You're dumb. Learn something. Read a book, please. Like, because
I read a book on
5G does not cause coronavirus. Dude, it's a legitimate protest. It was a legitimate protest in California.
There's a place in South Korea. It's basically completely blanketed in 5G.
Mm-hmm.
And they have one of the lowest infection rates.
Okay. Don't feel their ego.
No, isn't it, like, weird how, like, all these protests, like, started spiking a bunch because of the George Floyd incident? And, of course, many others, but a lot of it just happened because of that. Like, that was the main indicator.
And then people started actually looking at the facts and they're like, oh! Wow, this is a big thing.
I feel like this would have ended unless if people didn't look into it because
I went to,
they're in prison, you know.
Chaz, or it's not called Chop. I just say Chaz because people recognize it more. I went a couple weeks ago. Amazing place. Beautiful artwork everywhere. Just everyone's friendly, giving stuff out. I saw this one piece of art, and it was a picture of George Floyd's face made out of text saying how many weren't filmed.
Oof.
How many what?
How many weren't filmed. Because it's not just like, oh, there was only like 6 things. Like, there's so much more.
Stuff that people saw. Yeah, not everyone. Oh, yeah, that's true.
No,
Oof, really that's tough to think about.
Of our world right now. Like,
if we can't live with a different like race because of the color of somebody's skin and the stereotypes that are constantly just laid on.
Like,
Just
I really don't understand.
well, because we grew up like learning that these people are just like us, and we need to learn how to respect them because they're also people.
I really hope this next generation is gonna like grow up to be aware of this.
Well, yeah, but it's not a thing you're born with. It's a thing that's taught and learned, and you know, all this stuff's happening, and
Yeah.
people are just gonna. I don't see it ending.
No, sadly.
But that's just the way that it goes.
You know, the crazy thing is, this isn't the first time that people have protested like this for
in years.
This is the first time for a while.
Since MLK, right?
Well, I mean, it happens constantly, but this is one of the really big
It's the biggest system of protests.
Have you guys been to one yet?
I have.
Kinda went to one when I was at CHOP.
I got caught in one.
How
But it was a riot, not a protest.
Yeah, that one. When we were walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at one. My mom wanted me to go. Then it started raining a bunch.
I feel like
It was an
it
experience.
shouldn't be riots, because not all
That's
cops
not
are bad.
Anything. Honestly, that's
Not all cops are bad.
I have my opinions about that I don't need to share.
I feel like an unhealthy.
I will say part of my opinion. Not all cops are bad. Actually, most cops are perfectly fine. But it's their training that teaches them to do things that they shouldn't have to do.
Like, you know, pepper
like
spray
if they feel
people.
threatened, they have the full right to just shoot someone.
It's true.
And just because people are black, and because they are stereotyped, people are like, oh, they might do this. Oh, everything's so suspicious. So they don't have any empathy.
Yeah, that stands to a good point. We've discussed this in another podcast.
I don't think it's
There
necessarily
was an
their
ex-cop
fault.
who wrote an entire article about, like, his training and what it did to him.
It like turns you basically.
Basically, yeah.
It
Like,
it brainwashes you
almost.
almost.
In my family who were cops, and they're wonderful people. But even though they're that close to me, they had the same training, and it may not show at home, but at work, you don't know what they're doing,
Kids are gonna grow up seeing the riots, thinking that like, oh, these must be bad, you know. So they're not gonna know they're racist or mean to be and know how bad it is, but they're just gonna grow up thinking that this is bad, and that's how that just happens. Yeah. Oof, this happened last podcast.
What?
The whole like sensitive topic thing.
I think we're almost at an hour now. So.
I mean,
It's a good thing to talk about, though.
It's a good, especially it's something that needs to be addressed.
Not only is it something that's important to everyone right now.
That was almost cool.
Not only is it really important to everyone right now, it's just a huge thing to get off my chest. Knowing that my brother and my mom are minority people, you know?
And just, it's like living in fear.
Yeah, exactly.
That something's gonna happen.
I couldn't.
Because it could any minute.
It's really sad that people have to live through that, you know?
I'm sorry for those of you out there.
To have to deal with like being scared for your life.
Have you seen that clip of the boy playing basketball in his driveway and he hid from the car? He hid behind his car from the cop's car. It's like people shouldn't have to live like that.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that has to happen.
I don't think it should.
But alright, you guys want to end it here?
Probably.
Yeah,
Alright, guys, thank you for tuning in to the 21st Show podcast.
Thank you.
We'll be back soon. with the
Like and subscribe and
episode
don't
9.
and decrypt Jerry and Ben is tall. Okay. No one spoiled it because he's a
No, but it's
dumb
getting
idiot
cut out.
guy. But
You didn't hear it.
yeah, hopefully we get a sponsor soon because we need money.
Alright.
Sponsor us. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.